page.
Welcome to Talk with Saniyyah. We have Olivia from Bad Girls Club season 15. How you doing today, Olivia?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. So you moved here and you've been here a year and a half in California.
Yes.
How's it treating you?
California is very different from the East Coast. I enjoy the weather, but at heart, I'm an East Coast girl. I can
Okay.
definitely say that. The city's beautiful. One thing I can say about Cali is it's beautiful, and the opportunities out here are amazing. But food-wise,
Our food is
I'm
different?
an East Coast girl all the way.
Okay. How is the food different? I didn't know the food was pretty
Um,
much different. Well, I guess it would be.
I guess like okay, so out here, like your diversity is very different from back home. You have your blacks, you have your whites, but then like your Latins are like Mexican or Salvadorian. Back home, it's more like Puerto Rican and Dominican, and like the foods are just very different. A lot of Muslims, so they have like a lot of halal food. I love
Oh, okay.
halal food. I love cheesesteaks. I'm a Philly girl again. I love cheesesteaks.
Okay.
Y'all don't have cheesesteak stands out here. Y'all don't got like the corner truck stands out
Oh
here.
no. In LA? Well, probably it wouldn't be the same
It's
type of
definitely
food.
not
Yeah,
the
we
same
probably have
type of
tacos and
food.
stuff like that.
Yeah, like we don't have taco trucks back home. We don't have none of that. But I mean, I like it. It's Cali is pretty cool. It's real cool.
Okay, cool. So you came out here to California for the Bad Girls Club, right?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
made you want to get on the show?
Honestly, it
Yes.
was Diamond. They had approached Diamond first, and they told her like, "Hey, this is for sisters. Do you have a sister?" And then she hit me up like, "Liv, we need to do this. We should go on the show together. It would be a great platform for the both of us. What do you think?" And long and behold, we got on the show.
And so when you got on the show, was it what you expected? Was it different from what you expected?
um, it was very different from what I expected. When you hear reality TV, you think reality is real. Um, and certain parts were real, and certain parts were just like bamboozled, you know? So
When you say bamboozle, explain.
it's just like a lot of manipulation, and it's a lot of hearsay, and it's a lot of putting people in different positions. It's not really reality. It's more like, and I'm not even going to say scripted, just like, what are you willing to do for the fame?
So the more bad stuff you do, the more rewards you get.
Yeah, basically, like if they like you, they allow you to do basically whatever it is you want to do, and then when they're when it gets too far, they then step in and may stop it. Versus the girls that they don't really like too much, instantly like they're sending security in or
Oh,
they're
really?
stopping whatever it is that they're about to do because they don't really mess with them. But if they like you, they'll give you like 2 or 3 minutes to go handle your business and then send security in.
So it's all about the ratings and what they
Oh
feel
yeah,
like will boost their show.
oh yeah,
So you guys had the season where you had the therapist on there, right? So
yes.
how real was that?
It was cool. She was really nice. To a certain extent, I feel like she was there to help us, but then she was also there for the ratings as well. People like drama, people like ratchet, and that
Right.
is what Bad Girls Club is. And to me, a therapist is supposed to be there to kind of rid of your bad behaviors, but instead she would just ask about them, and then it wasn't like she would give you a resolution. It was just like talking about it and then sending you back out into the jungle. Go ahead.
Oh, so it was no coping skills, it was
Yeah.
no solutions, no way to deal with it.
No, not really.
Oh, so you weren't really getting real
Like,
therapy.
yeah, no, like
Okay.
before we'd go in, we'd take a shot. When we leave, we'd take a shot and
Because
she,
I've seen some clips where some people were like crying. So was it real crying or?
so, I mean, it gets real when she asks about personal questions. You know, yeah, she's going to ask you personal questions because they want to see that on TV. They want to see you get vulnerable. But that's also a part of the manipulation because then they take that and then they tell the other girls about it. See, those sessions are quote unquote supposed to be in private where the other girls aren't in there and it's just you. But at the end of the day, it's a little bird in the house who exposes all that, you know, and then that's how the drama starts, you know. Oh, well, I heard X, Y, and Z said this, and this, or she doesn't like this, and this. Well, how do you know about that if I didn't tell you?
So it's not like women in the house, and then we're just finding out different things based on another cast member. So the producers are actually feeding into it to rile you
Yes.
guys up.
Yeah.
Interesting. What would you tell young girls though that think, because there's a lot of young girls out here that want to do reality TV and they think that's how to get rewarded. What would you say to them?
I would tell them do it for the right reasons. Reality TV isn't bad if you're going on there with a strong mind. Reality TV is really, really for the strong. I can honestly say it's not for people who have even the remote slight chance of being weak or breaking or can't handle it. And you have to go in there knowing who you are. You can't be a person who is easily manipulated because it will eat you alive. It really will. And then you have to sit back and you have to watch that for the rest of your life. Those clips are always there.
Right.
The internet is accessible to everybody. Do you really want to see yourself like that in the future? 10 years from now, do you really want your kids to see you like that? And so forth and so forth, because reality TV can really give you a bad name.
How do you have any regrets of being on the show?
My only regret about the show is going on with who I went with. I wish that I could have went by myself. I feel like it would have been a different experience for me, a different growing experience, but I don't regret it because it got me to where I'm at and it helped me see who I was and see that reality TV wasn't for me. So I feel like I needed to experience that in order to find myself.
So what you're saying is this something that you would never do again?
Oh no, I would never do reality TV again. Would I do a TV show? Sure, why not? But reality TV, no. And not even just because it's reality TV, but once you do reality TV, it's hard to break away from that. People always recognize you from that show and from acting crazy or from beating somebody up or from partying a lot, versus the good you do. They never come and say, hey, I seen that you went out with a bang, or hey, you told the truth, or whatever. It's like, yeah, I seen you out there beat up that girl, or I seen you on the reunion live, jump over the table. Yeah, I like you because I see you fight back. Like me for not fighting, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or like me for just being the humble person that I am, but you like me because you see that I get ratchet.
Because you don't even seem like that type of person. So it's kind of shocking to me, like even the bad girls, but because you seem like the total opposite.
I am.
Okay, so basically you only went on there just for the purpose of going on there with Diamond.
But yeah, so I basically went on the show to support somebody that I cared about. I'm a really loving and humble person.
You
And
seem like it.
if I really care about you, I will support your dream to the fullest. I'll support your dream before my own, which is bad sometimes because I'm always putting people before me, and that's how I got on the show. I never wanted to do Bad Girls Club. I never wanted to be famous. I never had the desire to be on TV, but I thought I loved this person and I wasn't going to ruin their chance because of me.
You guys still talk?
Not at all.
Oh, so after the show, you guys, was she mad because you came
She
out with the show?
attempted to contact me like 3 times, and every time I just would block the number she was calling from. It was like, I have no rap for you. And it's not even because of the relationship part. It's because who she went on the show as and who she left as were 2 total different people.
So that was not her personality.
And no, and I wasn't feeling it. It's like I felt misled. I felt bamboozled. I felt lied to. Like, I came on here to support you because I believed in the person you told me that you were. But you get on the show and you get in front of the camera and you just did a whole 360. And that's not what I'm here to do. I didn't come here to support that person. I don't know this person right now, and I'm not going to support this person because I'm not feeling this person.
So do you feel like kind of the being on the show kind of went to her head to where she just started to be somebody completely different?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And the producers, everybody was like, I thought Diamond was going to be the real chill one, but she was real hype, and she was just, I really don't know. I guess for some people, the camera really just triggers something for them versus other people know how to handle it well and just maintain their sanity or who they are. But for her, it was like instant fame. That's it. Like, she's got to turn up and be somebody different. That's all good and dandy if you came here by yourself, but you came here with somebody. So you're going to do a 360 and then shit on the person that you came with and then expect them to still be here and hold you down and support you. You got the game messed up. I'm not that type of girl. Yeah, I'm nice and I'm
I think you kind of
sweet,
displayed that you weren't gonna sit back and just take it.
but I'm not going to. I will
And
never.
you shouldn't.
I will never. I've already put you before myself. I stopped everything I was doing to go on this show to support you.
What were you doing prior to the show?
So prior to the show, okay, I was living in Philly, but I was just doing like a lot of modeling. I was
Yeah,
working.
I can see
You
that.
know, I had a life. I had a job. I had a crib of my own. I had a car, and I left all that behind so that I could come on the show with you. And none of that mattered. Like none of that. You didn't see any of that. All you seen was the fame, and it just went to your
Did she
head.
ever apologize?
No.
Well, I mean, it's better that you saw how she was
Oh
anyway.
yeah, I wouldn't want it.
Yeah, because fame changes people. Did you get a little taste of it to see how much it could be? Because it could be a good thing, because it could push you and open up a lot of doors of opportunity. But if you don't know how to handle it, like you said, being in the house, if you're strong or weak, it could take some people under. Did you kind of see where it could play both sides?
Oh yeah, like in the beginning there were two girls that came, they were twins, and within a week they were out. And they left. They were basically like pushed out of the house, but they didn't fight back. You know what I mean? It was like they just allowed these people to drag them out of the house, and that was it. They didn't scream, they didn't turn around and say, "No, I'm not leaving." They just accepted their fate, and I was just like, no. Like this
Do you
is
think they kind of
not
had enough?
okay. Enough of what? We were only there for a week. This was the first altercation in the house, and all it took were words, you know. And for some people, words are stronger than hits or
Well, let me
punches.
ask you this, because it's the Bad Girls Club. Do you feel like people portray to be something they're not to get on the show, so
Oh
they're not
yeah,
really bad girls?
everybody, listen, like, and the truth is out of the bag now. Diamond and I, for one, lied about sisters. We
Right.
were never sisters, so everybody puts
How
on.
did you guys pull that off though and get that passed? Did you make a fake birth certificate?
No, not even. Like one thing that I can really say about Diamond is like she is a master manipulator. Like she is very, very good with her words, and she has the gift of gab.
So she's a charmer.
She can convince you
So charmers are always bad.
anything of anything, you know. And she came to me with this story. She convinced her dad to go on camera and lie to the producers and say
Oh.
that we were his daughters. We all came up with a story about how he was both of our dads, and that was it. They were sold. They didn't ask for a birth certificate or a
Really?
social.
You would think because it's a known show and it's kind of a legit show that they would kind of ask for these type of documents. Or maybe they just don't care because they
didn't
want to
care.
sell a story.
They didn't care.
Okay. Because it's all about the ratings and money. And
Yes.
it's sad about, I want to transition because I know you did Bad Girls Club, but I know that is not the only thing that defines you because you have
Oh,
so
yeah.
much going on. You have your podcast,
Yes.
The Says.
The Says.
The Says. Okay, tell me about that.
So the Says is basically, it's a podcast, it's a website, it's a YouTube channel, and it's all just about supporting up and coming talent. We truly
okay.
believe that why shouldn't you support your people? You know, you have a homie who's putting out clothes, you have a friend who's dropping albums,
like that.
you have a friend who hosts events, but you'd rather pay Young Thug to come and host your event, or you'd rather go and buy these Yeezys versus buying your friend's label, when in the end, y'all can support each other and make it to
Right.
the top. This man is already rich and famous and got millions. He ain't thinking about us, and he's not putting money in our pockets, so why are we steady putting money in their pockets for nothing?
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because a lot of times people, we don't support each other.
Oh, no.
You know, we look at, let me get the big talent to get myself ratings.
Yes.
And say, you got a friend that's just as talented right here. Why do you think we do that? Do we
Music
buy into
just
the
as
fame
hot.
or
Oh, yeah,
to the
people-
following or what?
I feel like people really are all about the hype, you know, like it's all about numbers and ratings. And though your song may be hot and you can play it in the car and bump to it, because you don't have those ratings or those followers, they don't want to have you on, or they don't want to support you, because then they feel like if they post it, it's going to tarnish their brand because nobody knows you. Bullshit. Because you could post an artist whose song is so hot that somebody so big sees him, and you just broke this artist.
Right.
Now you're responsible for this artist being found, and guess what? Now everybody's gonna come to your site to see, oh, she got a new hot artist. Let me see what's going on. Like, that's what we're trying to do. We want to be the platform for bigger people to come and find what they're
love that.
looking for.
I didn't know what that was about. Now that I know, I actually love it because you're doing a great thing, because a lot of people don't do that. Just like you said, they would rather have Young Thug. but why not support your friend? Why not support the person next door that you know that you can help get to the next level?
You call me your sister, you tell me you love me, so if you love me, support me. With love comes support. That's in any relationship. Love equals support, you know? So I can easily go to McDonald's and buy a $5 burger. I can buy your whole meal platter.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? For a good $6, and I just put money in your pocket and you fed my stomach. Why not?
I agree. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Thank
you. Also, just saying that, okay, I want to jump into cash me outside. Cash me, whatever, however she says it. But I feel like she is getting rewarded to be disrespectful, to drop out of school, and it's almost like she's getting praised for her bad behavior. Oh, yeah. What do you feel about that?
I honestly feel like this girl needs discipline and she needs guidance. I feel like a girl at that age doesn't need to be flaunted for her mistakes and for her ignorance. I feel like somebody needs to reprimand her. She's still a child. She's a 13-year-old child. Who is allowing her to act this way and who doesn't see what's wrong with it? Like at the end, and on top of the fact, it's like, if there was a black kid and they were acting this crazy, the comments would be out of this world. Like, where's his mother? Where's his father? He needs discipline. The black community is this. But because she's a white girl, it's just like, she's booming and it's okay. It's acceptable. Why?
I do think there's a degree with race plays a big part. That it's more tolerated when it's a Caucasian versus it's a black. I completely agree.
They think it's funny. They think it's funny because it's a white girl who's talking like a black girl, quote unquote. What they say the typical, what they say the typical black girl, right?
Okay.
And to me, my whole thing behind that, and we actually just had a discussion about this on our podcast, is what is the typical black person, and why do you have to define them to this one category?
Right.
Okay, so you like this girl because she acts crazy and wild. That's in any race. I've seen Latins act crazy and wild. I've seen whites act crazy and wild just as well as blacks. So why does she get all of this fame and light? I guess it's just because, honestly, to me, it's because of her accent. I think when she talks, she sounds funny as shit, but I don't take it serious enough to want to be like, I'm going to book her or I'm going to have her on my show.
Well, she's on all type of shows, radio shows. They're paying her to come out. Like, I just think it's ridiculous. And it's not like she's possessing any type of talent. She's just acting up.
But it's about her numbers. For some reason, somehow she got 7 million followers, and that alone is making her money. That alone will make you money. Numbers are everything. Sometimes, even when you go on job interviews, if it's for like a bar or a club, they're going to ask you, how many followers do you have? Wow. Because they want the promotion, because they want the right person to see it. And if you don't have a certain amount of followers, you may not get that job.
It's kind of sad that now our society is based on followers and likes, because what does that really say? Does that define a person? Does that dictate character? Because as an employer, if I go and employ somebody, I want the best person for the job. Your following means absolutely nothing to me. And this is another thing I look at. You might have a following, but how much influence do you have?
Exactly. See, but with a lot of people who are already in the entertainment world, they're already thinking like, I already have this platform. You know, I already have what it takes. So let me bring somebody on who has the same amount of followers who can just boost it. They don't care what you have to offer, just as long as you promote their stuff and get their numbers going. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. Doesn't matter what mistakes you've made. Doesn't matter how old you are. If you have those numbers, they want you. So many people before I went on the show, they would not deal with me. I would try to model their clothing line. I would try to be in their videos. Not asking for money, not asking for anything. But as soon as I got past 50,000 followers, my email was booming.
Well, let me ask you this. Because now they're blowing you up, right? So those same people that didn't want nothing to do with you in the beginning, and now they're coming and they want you to do all this stuff. Do you I say yes?
Them. Now I'm like, there's a price. Before it was free because I was willing to support you and you support me. But now you only want me because I have these followers. So you have to pay me now. See, before you should have took advantage when I was willing to support you and willing to be that person, because I'm not like that.
That is my thing. You see talent, you're beautiful. So it's obvious that your model, you would get the attention basically if you did model their clothes or whatever. So my thing is, why not pick somebody up from the ground up, grow with them, and it's appreciated more? Because let's be honest, cash me outside, whatever, however she says it, she's on today and off tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
She's only gonna have fame for a few seconds.
Oh, yes.
So it's like, why not put somebody in position? Because it's almost like quantity over quality.
Who can make it grow, who can expand your brand. You know, it's crazy to say, but the people who you meet when you're working your way up and building your brand are the ones who are really going to stick by you.
There you go.
Most of the time, the ones that you already bring in, who already have this following, who already feel like they're famous, they're going to eventually leave when somebody else offers them a better deal, or when they feel like something is more suitable to them, or you're not doing what they want you to do. The loyalty is not going to be there because what? You're using them for their platform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, plenty of people are still going to be hitting them up trying to get them to promote their brand or model their stuff. So what do they really need you for? You're just another egg in the basket.
Right.
You're coming for me.
It's sad though. It's
yeah.
really sad. So that's why I love what you're doing with your podcast, because it's really sad that it's no more quality over quantity.
It's
I feel
really...
like you in a few years we might be getting jobs
Oh,
based
yeah.
on how many. I mean, it's you're saying with the bartending, but I'm talking about really in corporate America. It's really probably about to start being like that, and that's crazy to me.
You know what? Like, Amber and I, we had a friend of Amber's had told us to watch a show. Okay, and it's like different episodes within the show, and it all touches based on different things. The first episode that I watched, it was about people and ratings. In the episode I watched, there was no money. Everything was paid for with ratings. And if you had like a 4.5 or higher, basically you could get anything you want. Doesn't matter if you had all the money in the world, it's about your ratings.
Wow.
If you had anything lower than a 4, you were like middle class. 3.5 and lower, you were lower class.
I saw the show. Was it? And then after the end, she was trying to go to the wedding or something?
Yes.
Okay.
So I can kind of see, like, I feel like with that, they were just kind of showing us about how the future is going to be. It isn't going to be any more money. It's all going to be about your popularity and what you can bring to the table. You know, money is going to be just that, money. She couldn't even pay her way to get a flight. It was all about her rating.
Yes, I remember that, and I can't think of the
it's
the
called
name of the show.
I believe Black Mirror.
Yeah, or something like that. And I was watching it, and I thought that was so crazy. But I was thinking like you. I said, this is our future. That basically everything that we get, an airplane flight,
everything,
gas, type of car is going to be based on the numbers.
Rating.
But what does that say? That doesn't really tell me anything about you because you have a lot of numbers.
See, that what I guess to people that makes them feel superior. You know, like, oh, I have all of these followers and you have nothing. So you're going to need me before I need you. Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, all social media right now is the best way to make money.
Right.
With numbers and ratings and reviews, you can make so much money versus being out here on the corner and telling people, hey, buy my CD, buy my CD. Live streaming and the internet this is like, social media is like the new news. It's like the new TV.
Yes.
Everybody goes to social media to get their information before they turn on the news
and
they see what's
going
social
on.
Media.
Exactly.
And then they,
exactly.
Exactly. So why not just cut out the middleman and go straight to the social media?
But I just think it's sad that we're starting to look at people based on the numbers, because again, your numbers doesn't tell me who Olivia is. It
doesn't. It's just like with the rap beef with Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma. Remy Ma is sick in the game. Like, her lyrics are fire.
Very.
Nicki Minaj doesn't make sense, but Nicki Minaj has 74 million followers. Remy Ma only has 500,000 followers. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Remy Ma's only worth like a good 50, maybe 500,000. Nicki's worth like 35 million. So, and everybody's still on Nicki's team. Everybody's still on Nicki's side, no matter what Remy says, no matter how hard she comes to her. They're like, she doesn't have to respond.
And she's because
she has the numbers.
And it's sad. I mean, okay, because this is my thing. Because even in that situation, I'm all about helping him. I'm like you. Let's help each other get to the next level. So what would be wrong to, even when she came out of jail, like, let's collab, let's do a song, let me help you get to the next level.
Exactly.
Why don't we do that? Like, what is wrong with that?
The world is so in competition. I honestly, being in this new generation, being as though it's 2017 and living on the East Coast and experiencing that, and then coming to California, like, I really learned that this is a man eats man world. Everybody is willing to step on somebody's toes to get to the top. And if they feel like you're just a little bit in competition with them, they don't want to help you, because then they're possibly setting you up to pass them. Nobody wants to see them get their ass left behind. You know, and it's sad to say, but like, yeah, people may fake the funk and be like, I want to help you. But really, they're looking at, what can you do for me? If I help you, how is it going to benefit me? And is it going to hinder me? Is it going to make you look better than me? Am I still going to look better than you? Yo, the entertainment world is so crazy. And like, I never expected any of this until I really got to live it up front and deal with it. But that's really, it's really how it is. Like, even going on auditions and going to tryouts for fashion shows or just things of that manner. Like, women are really it's so crazy what people will do to get to the top. Hide your bags, yes. You know what I mean? Take your clothes or hide your tooth, like just little shit to get ahead of you, just to have one foot ahead of you.
We're gonna take a break real quick and run that clip, but I want to get right back to when we cool. Roll the clip.
Can't do it anymore. All right, the truth is fine. You done had my life already. This is my ex. I'm here for me and I'm here for my sister. That's my baby sister. I don't have my mom. She's all that I have. We're not sisters. We're not sisters. The truth is eating me up. It is with me. There's nothing left for me to say to Diamond. I'm pretty sure after this, we'll never speak again.
So we're back here with Olivia, Bad Girls Club season 15. I want to jump back into the whole competition with women. When you said, you know, the women will hide your bags.
Oh yeah, it's just crazy, especially with women alone. The competition is out of this world. If you're pretty, you don't even have to be prettier. If you're just pretty, your competition, you know, and like I said, they will hide your shoes or take your hair products or take your makeup and then have you running around looking for it like you're crazy. They doing that to you on the show? They hide stuff, you know what I mean? Like they'll hide stuff or sometimes makeup would come up missing or toothbrushes, toothpaste, just like little shit that they know is gonna irritate you.
Because they don't want them to have their makeup on the camera.
Or they want them to get left behind. Oh, she's not done in time. Everybody get in the car and go. You know what I'm saying?
How old was the youngest person in the house on the show?
I think she was 21. And she was a replacement. It was Jamie and Jazz when they came in. And honestly, when they came in is when like it really got lit. Because
what was wrong with them? I thought
there's nothing wrong with them. They're just super loud and they're super ratchet. And they like that though, and that's them.
But it was the Bad Girls Club. So what they were doing that was so wrong.
The other girls just felt like they were bad bitches and they were tarnishing their image. They didn't like the way people looked at them when we were out with them, or they didn't like the way they presented themselves or how they always wore shorts instead of dresses.
But you're on the Bad Girls Club. It comes with a negative connotation. So how bad are they really making you look?
You know, I feel like a lot of it was just hate because when they came on the show, the ratings just went higher. You know, before they got on the show. You guys can see the ratings. They tell you ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like, they let you know what's going on. They do interviews every week. They pull you aside randomly. There's 2 phones in the house. One where the producers can call you and talk to you.
So, wait a minute. So, while you guys are at the house, it's actually coming on the TV? I thought you guys, like...
No. Like, they film it, but then they run it back to us. Okay. If that makes sense. Like, we do get to see bits and pieces, and we do get to know what's going on behind the scenes because they want us to be upset. So, let's say somebody was upstairs talking about me, but I was
saying about the ratings. Like, how would they know if the ratings?
Because the last season before, the ratings were shit, like super, super shitty. And so they told us, like, basically, we need y'all to turn up this season. We need y'all to get the ratings.
So the Jazz and the other, it was just like their dream come true.
When they came, it was like everything just fell into place. Now there were people to beef with. Before, they didn't really have anybody to beef with because everybody got along. Who really gets along in the Bad Girls Club? And we were all just like a happy fucking family, pardon my French. Nobody was really beefing with each other. But when Jamie and Jazz came, because they were so different and because they were so loud, instantly it was like, they're our target. So now we're going to mess with them. And because they didn't care, because they were like, I'm not going to stop being me. I'm going to twerk everywhere I want to twerk. It was a problem. And then that's when the ratings started going up because then the fights started happening, then the arguing started happening, clothes being thrown, makeup being gone missing, people talking about each other, unplugging the computer, unplugging the house phone.
You feel like they were intimidated by them?
I'm not going to say intimidated. I'm just going to say that they were just looking for somebody
to target.
Okay. You know, because it wasn't like they ever came out directly and was like, Jamie and Jazz never came into the house and was like, I don't like these girls, I'm gonna beef with them. It wasn't up until other people started messing with them when they were like, okay, well, I'm not gonna allow y'all to just sit here and pick at me. You know what I'm saying? Of course nobody is. Eventually they're gonna start fighting back. I mean, anybody in their right mind would. Nobody's just gonna sit there and keep taking all this heat for no reason.
Right.
And that's what happened. And that's exactly what happened.
So do you think it translates into the real world with the cattiness, with the women, with the whole competition thing?
Oh yeah, women naturally, we're competitive. We're competitive creatures, you know, especially successful women. We don't want to have anybody stand in our way. And
see, I'm completely different though.
And it's crazy. I was going to say it's crazy because nowadays, like when I was growing up, it was all about you and your girlfriends, and we were all going to be a team of successful women together, and we were going to all make it to the top together. And now it's like, I want to be the baddest bitch at the top. I want to be the queen bee. I want to be the only one to make it. And I'll take care of the little people around me, or I'll go back and take care of my friends and family, but I want to be the center.
But that's a sense of insecurity.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have a strong personality. I feel like I'm a boss. But I want all boss women around me.
Oh, of course.
I don't like yes men. If you're my friend, you have to be the type to tell me the truth. Very direct. Let me know, pull my coattail. Because at the end of the day, if I'm a boss, why would I want all employees around me?
Exactly.
That just doesn't make sense. You attract what you are. So I would want people that are like-minded, that are on their grind, trying to do something successful, want to be positive, want to be business-minded. Because why wouldn't you want your friends to, like, okay,
to be successful with you?
If I'm successful, I got a lot of money, and I want to take a trip, I want my friends to say, let's go. I don't want to say, well, I don't got the money, I got to pay for it. You get what I'm saying? I want you to be on my level. So why would you not want somebody that could do the things that you could do that is on the same playing field?
Because people like to feel needed. People like to feel wanted.
That is true.
And if they need you, then you feel wanted and you feel better about yourself. And then they have something to remind you of. Well, do you remember that time when I took you on this trip? Or do you remember that time when your mama needed medicine? I was there for you. It was me holding you down. It's so crazy, but nowadays everybody wants to just be able to say, I did that. I did that. It was me. I'm the mastermind behind that. I'm the one who wrote that song. I'm the one who put this script together. It was me. Yeah, I may have had somebody help me along the way, but essentially it was all me.
Do you think that's where our society is kind of going to?
Yeah, of course. It's like, I be feeling like, I can't even really say in the, like, as far as like acting and movies wise, because I'm not too familiar with that.
Every field has the same type of thing.
But everybody fakes the funk just a little bit. You know, everybody puts on a little fraud too.
What do you mean?
As far as like their insecurities, like women, we naturally have insecurities. We naturally,
of course, everybody
you know
has
what I mean? But some people, their insecurities are deeper than what we think. And so it motivates them to use people, or it motivates them to be a bitch, or be a boss, but be mean to everybody else and not take everybody else with you. You know, there are just some women who feel like, I need to be by myself. I need to do this by myself, and I'll have my minions around me. There are some people who like being minions or employees. That's all good and dandy, but I don't want to be one of those people.
Right.
I want to be on your level.
Right.
I want to call you and be like, yo, I'm trying to go to the Bahamas.
Let's
out.
Go. Let's go.
We out. Let's book that flight.
Let's fly to Paris and just go shopping and come back. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, but I don't want to feel needed. Like, I mean, the only person that I want to feel wanted from is my significant other. Other than that, I don't want you to feel like I make you feel like you need me, or if I need you, because I don't. At the end of the day, with or without you, I'm going to shine regardless. But everybody should feel like that about themselves.
I agree.
Everybody should. But a lot of people being in this world, being as though social media and everything is a new wave, they're very insecure and they want to be like everybody else. They want to have the boobs and the ass, and they want to get their noses done and have the lace frontals, even though their hair naturally grows down to their ass. Like, they just want to be like the now. And if you don't look like the now, then you have to do what you have to do to get to the now. And even if that means you have to be a yes man to the baddest bitch on the world, I'm going to do that, because guess what? She's going to put me in position, or she's going to teach me how to be a bad bitch, or she's going to tell me it's okay to get my ass done. Like Remy said in the song, you know, all these little girls are looking up to you, thinking it's okay to get their ass and their boobs done. What happened to real beauty? Because Nicki Minaj is such a big influence, and all these little girls are looking up to her, and she has all this plastic surgery. Cool. If that enhanced your insecurities or have made you feel better about your flaws, so be it. I'm all about women empowerment and self-love. And if that made her love herself more, so be it. But I do feel like you should also let little girls know that it's okay to love yourself and how you were made.
And I don't feel like that's being taught anymore.
No, not at all.
It's almost, even grown women though, that they're completely changing their image or changing who they are, period, to copy somebody else.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it. How you said you know, she may have to kiss somebody's butt because she wants to be the next boss bee or whatever in line. But it's like, how far is that really gonna get you though? Because to me, you can only pretend to be somebody for so long.
For so long.
Because at the end of the day, people want you. They want, well, society doesn't. I take that back. Because they want the fake you. As long as it makes them happy, they're going to bias. Because we know a lot of people fake, just how you said, and not really themselves, but it's getting them money, it's getting them followers, it's getting them likes, or whatever they need to be successful. But going to the women in competition, like, I'm the total opposite. And it almost makes me mad because I'm the type of person, I'm going to help you.
Yeah.
And I find people that they try to come to me because it's an ulterior motive.
Yeah.
And then I feel stupid, like, well, dang, how much should I really help people because it's not genuine? Like, genuineness is no longer, like, how come we can't just meet people and, okay, you help me, I help you. You come on my show, I come on your show. Let's help each other get to the top. Like, what happened to that?
People, I'm telling you, it's all about the fame. It gets to their head. We literally interviewed somebody and they don't have 1,000,001 followers. They don't even have 10,000 followers, okay? And we thought like, hey, you know what? You're dope. You do dope stuff. We're dope. We do dope. So you came on the show. You're going to support us like we're supporting you. We made this episode about you. It's called Support Someone You Know. We ask questions about who you are, what motivates you, where it got you, you know, what is the bigger picture in the end. And then they don't support it. Like they do the whole interview with us. We post it. We shout it out everywhere. Wow. And then they don't support it. And then we ask.
Because you know what?
It's because we don't have that platform yet. Or because we don't have the numbers.
But you know what I do with people like that? Because I always tell my husband this. Because you're right. People, because they feel like, okay, if I come on your show, that'll give me a little publicity for right now. But you know what I do? I always think to myself, them same people that told me no, them same people that didn't rock with me, don't think when I get here I'm going to rock with you.
I'm going to rock with you.
If you didn't rock with me here, I'm not going to rock with you when I'm here. Because I feel like when I'm here, this is when it matters. When I'm here, everybody's
not going to
matter.
Rock with you.
And I don't think people understand that. The loyalty is seen here, not when you get to the top. I want to know how much you're going to help me when I'm at the bottom.
Exactly. And now that it's like that, okay, so recently we had built our website and it's been booming. It has been rocketing and the numbers have been amazing. And we weren't expecting that, you know, and now we're posting the artists that did support us, you know, the ones who, when we did interview them, they were still supporting the show when they were posting their interview versus the ones who weren't. And now they want their music to be on the website. No, it's not going to happen because when we were trying to support each other, you weren't on the team. You weren't team support. You were team you because our numbers weren't high enough, or they would post it but like not shout out the page, just post a picture with them or whatever the case may be, and that's all good and dandy. But you came and you did this interview. We didn't put a gun to your head and beat you down and force you to come here and share your story with us. If I share my story with anybody, I'm going to feel like I'm going to want to have it on my page and have the world see it. Why not? It's free publicity for myself. So what if you don't got the numbers? You can go and listen for free and follow my music or follow my website. You can get the plug to what it is you need just from tuning in. And it's for free. That's the crazy thing. You want to spend money and you don't even got to. It's for free.
Right.
What's the problem?
This is my thing with people that act like that. Because I always say, you see where somebody is today. You don't know where they're going to be tomorrow. So while you're looking at them saying at the bottom, I'm not going to mess with them, I'm not going to do business with them, they may be the next Bill Gates tomorrow. And you blew your opportunity. Why? Not because you looked at their talent. You dismissed their talent and looked at their following.
Yeah.
But again, following does not dictate influence.
Not at all. Because again, followers can be bought. People buy followers all the time. I have met managers who will be like, listen, I buy my artists the followers and they don't know that I'm buying them. It just gasses them so high. Anybody can buy it. You can go download an app. Yeah, especially if it's a manager, they're going to have access to your stuff. They're going to manage it and tell you what to post and what not to post. But they gradually buy the followers to make you feel like you're doing something. And then it pushes you even more to go harder and harder. It's crazy how followers will really motivate you. Oh my God, I'm at 10K. I literally just seen somebody post a video talking about, thank you guys so much for getting me 10,000 followers. And I'm like, but do you have $10,000 in your bank account?
Right.
So you got these 10,000 followers. Are you getting paid? No. So who are you thinking? For what? For
my
what?
team just did that. It wasn't me. My team did that.
What are you talking?
Thank you for the 10,000 followers.
And I didn't even see that. See, I wasn't even talking about you because I was talking about.
When I saw, I was like, because that's really not my personality.
Right.
Because in all honesty, I really don't. I don't care if I have an event and 2 people show up. If I touch those two people's lives, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Because I'm more of an impact person. If I impact you, I don't care about the followers. Because I feel like if you really are who you say you are and you're doing what you say you do, it'll come.
It'll come to you.
It'll come.
God will always bless you.
There you go.
And honestly, people will eventually start judging you for all the bad you did versus the good. And then it's like, do you really want to be remembered for all that? When you're old and gray and you're going back in your life and you're like, damn, all my life, people just knew me as a girl on TV who was always fighting or always having sex or always talking crazy. Like, but I'm so much more than that. I am still a woman, and I cook and I clean and I design and I do all of this. But because you publicize yourself as this, what do you want to call it? I don't even know. A crazy wild girl. That's your name.
Do we get a chance to make a mistake? Because with the Bad Girls Club, that may be one moment in your life, but that doesn't mean this is who you are completely. Are we entitled to have some mistakes, a moment?
You're really not, especially not when you're in the public eye. I can use so many references, like Kim Kardashian. She is filthy rich. She's married to Kanye West, and people still, even the Cash Me Out girl just said, what is Kim Kardashian famous for? Having sex with Ray J? That was before she was even alive. You know what I'm saying? That was years ago.
Right.
Years ago, but like, you're still bringing that up. So you don't remember, you're not seeing all the good she's doing now, or how she's a mother of 2 and how she's loving. All you remember is the fact that she made this sex video.
Right.
Why could people make sex videos all the time, but because hers got leaked, it's just, that's it. That's all she's known for.
But that's people. People will see the negative when there's
before
a
the
million
good.
things to see positive. That's because that they just want to see that. So you make a valid point. But I'm saying for us, because I don't care what people think. And I really feel like once you hit a certain level of success, you can't care what people think. So my thing is for you, how do you feel? Do you allow yourself to have, little slips where that was a mistake? That's not who I am. Is it okay for you to make a mistake?
I feel like it is okay because I'm still human. And I have some fans who tell me all the time, like, Liv, you made a mistake, and I don't judge you for that because I seen you after that, and who you were on the show clearly wasn't who you are in real life. I like who I see in real life, and this is who I support.
But you didn't really do anything bad.
And that wasn't crazy on the show. You know what I'm saying? But people, oh, you're a manipulator. You lied to get on the show. Oh, you and Diamond are liars. You guys are this, and that. And like I said, if you're not a strong person, sometimes these comments, you can feel attacked, and it can really make or break you.
Did you ever feel attacked?
No, see, I'm the very, very humble type. Every time somebody would say something rude, I would be like, God bless you, or I love you, or it's okay. And then they would be like, damn, I'm sorry. Yo, people would really reply back like, all right, my bad. Like, you're not, no, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like that. I'm not going to sit there and entertain this because at the end of the day, you're not going to make or break me. I will not allow your words to make me feel less of a person. I know my truth. I know what's real. You don't. You're an outsider looking in. So by all means, judge. That's what entertainment is here for you to do. You're here to judge it. But it's your judgment on me is not going to affect my life.
What did your family say about you being on the show?
My dad was really, my real father, he was really upset. He was really upset because he didn't know that I lied about who my dad was, so like it hurt my family as well because my dad was like, you were denying me on TV, and I'm trying to explain it to him, like why, and then he broke it down to me, but like, is the fame really worth hurting your family or the ones who love you? Like, is it worth hiding behind lies? Like, is getting this money worth it? And I was like, you know what? Like, you're so right. It's really not. It's really not. And it hit me on the show. And that's why I was like, yo, I gotta go, because it was like, I was living a lie. Who I was on that show is not who I am in real life. And I would say it all the time, like, I'm not meant to be on Bad Girls Club. I should be on like Good Girls Club or something of that manner.
Yeah, you completely don't fit that at all.
I don't regret it. I don't take it back because it got me where I'm at. It led me to California. I met the love of my life. I got married. I started to do everything I said I wanted to do, you know? So it had its pros and its cons, but look where I'm at now. I wouldn't go back for anything in the world.
Love it. So we're gonna wrap it up. What would you say to your followers?
I would say just stay real to yourself and support the show. Come on, we love y'all. We appreciate you guys. We really, really do. I appreciate my fans because despite all the mistakes that I make, and I do it all the time, and I even get on my Snapchat when I'm making mistakes or like I may be on there and I don't know the words to a song, and then I'll be like, oops, oh well, guys, sorry, you know, whatever. But and they still support it, and they're like, Liv, you're a human. So I love y'all for that because you love me for me and not what you've seen on TV.
Well, thanks for coming out, Olivia.
Thanks for having me.
You guys, make sure you guys tune in into her podcast, The Says.
Yes, The Says. You can catch us. You can catch everything on our website. It's wearethesays.com. Everything is up there. The latest trending music, our YouTube channel, our podcast channel. Just check it out. It's real dope.
Till next time, as I always say, continue to break cycles, and thanks for tuning in. We'll talk with Saniyyah.
GrindFace.